to be Aretha is a challenge. I still face it. Like I still get up and do my homework, research, and all of that. One, mostly because I'm a fan. I've always been a fan before and after and during, but with a newfound respect for Miss Franklin after this experience. Piano, learning piano, which I started. That was the very first thing I started, which I still do. Mm-hmm. This one has even helped me with it. And then as far as, man, she has so many layers to her. So it's like, where do you go first? Even answering this question. So like, as far as her as an actor or portraying that, what's her mannerisms? Like thinking, I'm a very outspoken person. I'm from a whole nother era than Miss Franklin, but going back into that time where she came from, what was it like? That's when I called Patti LaBelle, like, tell me, what was it like being a woman during that time, being an artist during that time? How outspoken were women in a time like that in comparison to how it is for myself? So being able to translate emotion without words, or not being allowed to take up space in a room. That was a process that something that I work with the acting coach, Leland, and he would say, how does Aretha take up space? How does she exist in a room? You know, how does she lead in a room? Whereas versus how do I lead in a room? I asked them that the other day. I'm like, yeah, how do I take up space? So finding a way to actually like,
you're a little greedy on the elbow room, but I'm
condense that part. And then vocally working with Tom Jones to know like our voices lend to similar things, but our instruments are built differently. So learning how to approach the song, using her nuances, how she would shape her mouth. Aretha sang from the top of her head. I said, well, Tom, where do I sing from? He like, well, Jennifer, you sing from your feet. Okay. What does that mean? Learning the difference and then seeing where our voices was, because it's a vocal art. I started in the film, it's her about 17, 18. I'm 39. So it's like, okay, how can I channel that voice and then take it on a journey, you know? So, and then kind of split the difference from what we know Jennifer Hudson that I do or how I sing today. So it was tricky. And that's something I still sit with, like, okay, how was I supposed to approach this? Because it can be confusing, you know?
Yeah. I think the two of y'all collided beautifully.
Thank you.
Like, to watch Jennifer work every day, it was exciting to go to work because, first of all, the woman was singing Aretha live. She wasn't like, it wasn't recordings and no. Every take. And her voice would not, like if I did it one time, my voice would be gone. 28 takes later, and they just keep getting better. And I'm just like, yo, none of us, there was times we was on set and she's singing songs and me and Forrest would leave our character and we felt like we was in church, like, you better sing. She's just an amazing job she did. Amazing.
Thank